What is popping, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, the Holy Commentator, here back with a brand new video. What are we going to be talking about today? Ubisoft! Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Ubisoft is failing. Who would have thought that Ubisoft is getting absolutely destroyed and anally destroyed, as a matter of fact? Like, they were the one person that dropped the soap on Alcatraz prison. They dropped it hard, and they are falling, and they are slipping directly onto a big, gigantic wiener. Either way, let's go talk about this. Do you remember the time and the era that Ubisoft was actually releasing good games? You know, like Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4. You know what else was a really good game way back then? Way back in the times. Rainbow Six Siege, where you can rage at your friends with the burning passion. You can hate your life and existence every single moment you play it. Okay, let's admit it wholeheartedly. We all remember that Ubisoft has released some pretty good games in the past. However, recently, they've been having a massive failure in exactly how well they're selling games and exactly what good games they have. They don't really have any good games, so let's go really discuss the drama that's really going on here. Now, the very first thing that they have failed at recently was, of course, X-Defiant, the one thing that was supposed to be a COD killer, a video game that I made 2 separate reviews on because I thought the game was not too bad, not too shabby. But here's the truth: the second that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was released, I dropped X-Defiant and never really played it again. I haven't played it since my last review on the game. I genuinely have struggles getting back into a game like that. So X-Defiant is out the window, and it seems like they're actually shutting down servers rather soon too, according to Ubisoft. So that's their very first big flop. A game that I thought was pretty good at the time, but nothing so outstanding that you're going to be playing that over anything else, right? Number 2, their last biggest flop here. The new Assassin's Creed game that is coming out is getting a whole lot of criticism for putting a black guy in feudal Japan, which is understandable. At this point, like, just put black people everywhere. Put them in fucking Scandinavia. As far as we know, I'm pretty sure even in the last one with the Vikings and shit, I forget what it was even called, the last Assassin's Creed with the Viking shit, they already had a black character in there. They're almost 100% certain. But people are fed up with this shit. People are fed up with this fucking political bullshit, the fucking diversity politics, and that really impacted what seems like the new Ubisoft game that is coming out, the Assassin's Creed, the new one. So that one's also not really working out too well for them. And on top of that, their pricing scandal that's been happening recently, where they seem to be pricing every single game higher and higher and higher, over $110 for the highest tier of the game. That gets you basically nothing else, and they're reserving all the other content from people who pay the base price of a game, which is not really going good for them either, because they're getting a bunch of backlash from that. And we're going to be talking about the next game, the next massive flop that came out, Star Wars fucking Outlaws. Holy shit, they even fucked this one up pretty bad. How can you fuck up a Star Wars game? I don't even know. But either way, this one had a little bit of hype in the very first place. As far as I know, just a little dribble of hype in the very beginning, and then it just absolutely fell off when they were talking about the whole entire pricing scandal and exactly how they're really formulating the game. And of course, there's a bunch of other gender politics type stuff to it or whatever, that everyone just hated the look of the main character and blah 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 blah. But either way, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the flop itself. Now here's the thing: the people that paid the $110 price tag or something around that, and they played the game, when they started the game, when they were trying to ball out on the game, they apparently, according to a bunch of the glitches that are on there on Ubisoft, and even Ubisoft support staff, and even the players playing the game, they had to go and restart the game completely, new setting the game, right after their pre-game time was up, because there was a massive glitch that was really preventing them from moving forward, apparently, in their games when they came in there. So that means the extra $20 that you spent on playing the game like a week early was absolutely fucking useless, you stupid idiot. You trusted Ubisoft with $20 of your fucking money.
Yep, I'll walk it off.
Are you sure about that?
No, Bram. Good. That's a conversation I don't need.
Either way, that game really failed, didn't really do so well as far as we can tell. I don't really know how much it sold, or I don't really know how much the cost of the game was, but that was another big, massive flop. And of course, the other thing that came out, Skull and Bones, which was supposed to be a good game, but here's the thing. I don't think there's a lot of hype around it. Apparently, there's a couple of people that really enjoy it, but my question is, with that kind of game, is why don't I just play Assassin's Creed Black Flag, or, you know, something along the lines of Sea of Thieves? What is stopping me from playing those games and actually bringing me to Skull and Bones? Fucking nothing. Fuck all. Which is the reason why Skull and Bones absolutely got just fucked in the water here. And of course, again, this is another quadruple A title that is costing $110 upon release if you get the highest tier of the game, which is, again, for 80% of the people out there, not fucking worth it. If you have any type of money, why the fuck would you spend it on that, or spend that extra money on a shitty Ubisoft game that nobody was really caring about in the very first place? So again, that messed up. And then of course you have the next mess up, which is Rainbow Six Siege. They had one of the biggest fan bases of all time, and they still do have a pretty big fan base. Let's not hold it for granted here, but Rainbow Six Siege was supposed to be, you know, a top tier game at this moment. You had Jinx streaming, you have Spoitless streaming, you have Skittles streaming, you have Varsity Gaming, you have some of these big, gigantic, massive YouTubers and streamers that are continuously streaming the game and keeping it highly viewed on Twitch and everything else like that, and bringing a lot of the competitive nature into Siege, making more people play in the game. But no, they've been screwing it up recently because they have a bunch of people that are hacking and botting on the game still to this day, even past the new update that's out there. And it seems like Siege is also going to be dropping a lot of players. Of course, there's going to be a peak right now because the new season is out, but there's going to be a massive impact on player base very shortly, I bet. And of course, that's going to drop their fucking numbers for Rainbow Six Siege, probably one of their biggest gigantic titles that they're bringing in cash just purely based off of microtransactions. It seems like they're going to be losing players now. They're going to be losing all the money from that soon enough. And of course, the next failure of Ubisoft was the whole entire Ubisoft Plus thing. If you really want to compare it to anything else, I have Game Pass, and I don't get Ubisoft Plus with Game Pass, but why would I want Ubisoft Plus at this very moment? Who wants to pay for Ubisoft Plus when, you know, the new Assassin's Creed game is dog shit, the new Skull and Bones game is dog shit, the new X-Defiant game is dog shit? You have so many games that are absolutely dog shit on Ubisoft. I'm the fuck out of here. Why the fuck would I want to support a game like that? Or a support like that, or a whole entire, you know, monthly subscription like that? Nobody wants to. And again, they keep trying to shove this monthly subscription down into every single game that they play, and they even advertise their new games on their old games that you play. So, for example, at Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I've seen this whole entire thing with like, there's a brand new Assassin's Creed out, you should buy it today. And everybody hated that as well. When you're spending that much money in a game, the last thing you want is advertisements for a brand new fucking game to spend your money on. And again, Ubisoft did the exact same thing with a monthly subscription for Rainbow Six Siege Battle Pass, where apparently they were trying to suggest that, hey, look guys, you should pay monthly no matter what for this Battle Pass instead of just, you know, spending your R6 credits on it. I'm just saying, it's a really good idea for us, and it really wasn't a good idea, and I'm pretty sure they got that shit dead in the water because of how dog shit the idea was, and nobody really wanted to support something like that. And that's the thing, Ubisoft continuously has been fucking up over this past year, and it is great and bad thing to watch, because I'm a very big Siege fan. I have no clue what would happen, for example, if Ubisoft completely closed down. I have no clue if I'm going to be able to play some of the games that were there in the past that they developed and all this kind of stuff. I have no clue exactly where Ubisoft is going to go, but their stocks are tanking. Nobody's trusting Ubisoft anymore, and it's for a good reason, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the lesson to all the new companies that are coming out there, or even all the remaining companies that are out there, even AAA developers, of, hey, don't fucking do what Ubisoft did, which is make a bunch of shit games that nobody cared about, adding diversity politics in every single fucking game that they played, and having a bunch of glitches and buggy mess, and shoving monetization into fucking every conceivable component of a game. And it seems like, I really hope, the industry will be learning from that in the very first place. Now, with all that in mind, gamers, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course, if you have anything you want to say, any developments you want to add, put it in the comments below, and I'll be going to discuss that. I'll be looking over it. I'll be responding to most of the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. This is me, the Holy Commentator, signing out for now.